Hello everyone, welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show. Well, there's a bit of rain on the Gold Coast as usual for a Friday, but it's Cox Plate weekend, so we won't let a bit of rain dampen our spirits. And Toad, Cox Plate weekend, how good?
Yeah, it's great weekend racing, isn't it? You know, fields of years gone by, and the build up to the Cox Plate every year is great. So it's the best race in the country, just about. Best horse normally wins it, or if it's never much between the best horses, I should say. And it's just a great weekend of racing.
Have you got a favourite over the years?
Look, there's many of them. What comes to mind, I was watching some replays the other day. The '92 Cox Plate was huge. Naturalism fell, obviously, with Mick Dittman on it. Superimposed one down the outside. Let's Elope, shifted in on Better Loosen Up.
Yep.
So there was a protest there. I think it was dismissed. You go, then you can go on to, Sunline's year, Fields of Omar. They were all great. Northerly.
Yep.
Octagonal. Every winner of that race is normally the star.
Yep.
So it's just a great race, and for a tight track, and how the best horses always seem to handle it, and you wouldn't think they do, but they would, but they do. So and obviously Maccabi Diva, throw her in. She was super the year she won it. She travelled very wide into it and was too strong, and wow.
Yeah, cracking race. So while we're talking about it, obviously you got the Unibet Punting League. Have you got a Cox Plate tip for this weekend?
Oh, look, it's hard to go past Animo, obviously. Star Colt, should be improved by that run at Caulfield the other day, where he looked like he was going to win easily and didn't quite. Tough race. So Zaki, Mick Price's horse.
Yeah, I'm Thunderstruck.
I'm Thunderstruck. They're all top line horses, and they'll be right on the day. So I think Animo probably should improve off that run the other day, though, and be too good for them.
Yeah, well, exciting to see what happens in this year's running. And on the home front, on the home track, on the weekend, it was another winner for the team. Philly special for Mark Corvo and the Star Bloodstock team.
Yeah, Star Witness Bloodstock. That's right. She was good, wasn't she? She's had 3 wins this time through. Won a maiden back in, I think it was March, was it? May, maybe?
May last year.
Went out for a break, and she's had a fairly long preparation, and she won 3 this time through, so she's been pretty good. She was ridden beautifully by Sean Cormick, so congratulations to Sean. He's jumped on a couple for us, and he's got the job done. Prince amongst men. He was a replacement rider at the Sunny Coast on the Polly, and he won for us, and he won on her the other day. So thanks to Sean and the ride, and Star Witness Bloodstock, headed by Mark Corvo. We've got some footage of him somewhere.
He was a bit excited from all reports.
Excited. He had his kids there, so, and it's a pretty tight finish. So I suppose it just lifts the level a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was good to see him and the family out and about and enjoying the win. So well done. She's done very well.
Yeah, she's been good this time through, and hopefully we can get her to a Saturday race. She's taken a while to mature. She's a big, strong thing now, so she gets the right conditions on a Saturday. She should be able to win one there, I think.
Okay, yeah, well, she's done very well. So well done to all the team there. And let's talk about this weekend's racing action. Bit of rain around as usual. We can't help that, though. Saturday, Doomben. Boccariva steps up to Saturday Metrograde off the back of her impressive win here at the coast and taking on the Rockhampton Rocket in Chinny Boom. Yep. You're pretty bullish last week when talking about this clash. Has anything changed?
A little bit. I actually had a look at the runs, and that I hadn't heard about it before Trent was carrying on about it, and then I rang a couple of mates from Rocky, and they said it's pretty good. This thing.
He's done a bit of research now.
Yeah, and the form guys say no, it's pretty good. So
I think it was a track record at Rocky, wasn't it, at her last start?
Yeah. Well, anyway. Still a big step up. They've got to come down here and do it against. Look, I don't know how strong this race is. I know our filly does go well. Whether she's ready for that yet. Track's going to be a bit affected tomorrow, though. If we get this rain, I don't think Chinny Boom. He said he's going to save it for next Saturday over at Eagle Farm. So, but we're going around regardless. As long as they race, we'll be running, rain, hail or shine. So, she's fitting well.
And Boccariva, you got the hat on from her last win.
Yes.
And yeah, how she, let's talk about her, how she progressed from that win.
Yeah, good. She's a light filly, and she's a filly that's going to improve. You know, she's going to go out after tomorrow, and we'll let her mature a bit more. So whatever she does, I do expect it to be another prep away anyway. So
Okay.
It's about, you know, probably letting her progress and finding a level. That's what we're after. And she's got a good pedigree and from a good family. So I think you'll see the best of her next prep or even the prep after. Whatever she does on Saturday, I'll be happy with.
Okay. Well, it's a step up for her, isn't it? So you get a good guide of it where she's at, I guess.
Yeah, she's drawn beautifully, and she's going to carry the true weight of 53.5, I think it is, on Saturday with Sam Collard on. So, you know, we've got a good weight relief going through what probably will be a testing track, I would think, if they get this rain that they're predicting. It hasn't quite come yet. So as we do, it's like 7 o'clock on Friday morning, we're doing this show. So there's 40 mil predicted today, and there's, I think, as much tomorrow.
More tomorrow, yeah.
So you know, we might be, you know, we might even be going around. So let's pray it doesn't come and we can get to the races and get a result.
Yep. Okay. Well, good luck to the Sedgenho team and partners there with Boccariva. All right. We then move over to race 10. The lucky last. You got a newcomer here in Opacity.
Yep.
Makes his stable debut for the Tricolours team and had a quiet trial at Beaudesert last week. And you'd think on Sydney form would be more competitive than the price in the market, which I think is around $20 Unibet.
Yeah. He's reasonable odds, isn't he, for a horse that's that has performed as he has in Sydney.
In Sydney, yeah.
Look, but I suppose he's $20 for a reason. His runs in Sydney probably haven't been up to scratch the last couple. So hopefully the tick over trial and just the coming down in grade just may help him. And hard to get a guide on him. The trial was only fair, I thought, but he was only there for a tick over, so it was a bit hard to get a good guide on it. Out there at Beaudesert the other day, it's quite a tight turning track, and Andrew Mallion rode him and just let him bowl around, really, so it's hard to tell. But his work on Tuesday morning in company was pretty sharp. So, look, I think with this wet weather around, he may just need the run for us, and we can have a good look at him and then place him to advantage. I think that's the way we both see it.
Okay.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yep, fair enough. So, and obviously the trial was over shorter than what he's he's a miler, that sort of distance.
He needs a mile and maybe even a little bit further now he's up here, so we'll see.
Okay, well, good luck to the Tricolours team there. Also have another runner engaged at the Gold Coast where you've got 2 first starters lining up here in race 2. Diva Da Vinci is the Tricolours horse, 4-year-old, so you think, Mare, having her first start and finished second in a recent trial. And then Tioga Pass for Bill and Di Houston, 3-year-old Sabu colt who trialled nicely, also making his debut.
Yeah, so Tioga Pass is a little guy that come to us. Bill and Di sent him down to us, and he's got a full brother that's won out in the bush somewhere. So thanks for giving us a chance with a little guy like this. He's quite professional. He'll get up on the bridle. I think this track could be a little testing for him tomorrow, so we'll use it as a bit of fitness and experience. And then, as I mentioned, we can place him to advantage. He may just need to find something else, and take the run tomorrow, I would think.
Okay, and then Diva Da Vinci for Tricolours. Obviously, she's needed a bit of time. 4-year-old mare, first starter.
In the same boat, although she's a little bit more. I know she's 4, but I use that word precocious. You know, she wants to get on with it. You know, her trial was good. Her first trial was plain. Second trial was, both next trials have been pretty good. So out of those 2, she's the best of those 2. But they may both just need the run. That's all.
And obviously, the wet track, it might be an unknown anyway.
But to say you think so, it possibly could get through it.
Yep. Okay. All right, and then we turn our attention to Indian Dreamer, who makes his return in the Open Handicap over 1350.
Yep.
2 nice trials heading into this, and I notice he's got a pretty good fresh record. So can he run well fresh?
He can run well fresh. He's actually going very well. I know he's had quite a few preparations, but I think this time through he's probably shown us more in his trials and more in his work than he has done for a while. He's very plain horse, hard to get a guide on, but this time through he's actually been wanting to work and seems to be a lot keener to do it.
Okay.
So you know he may just turn the corner because he's got plenty of ability. This it's an open handicap. He probably, whether he could beat them at 1350 open handicap horses, I'm not sure, but he'll be running on. Gets back. No blinkers tomorrow. We took all the gear off, and we thought we'd just have a little bit of a rebuild, give him a run, have a look at him, and then we can add gear as we go through it. So we'll see.
Okay, and the Lucky Clover team, Cox Plate Day, they'll be pretty excited, no doubt.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Obviously, they've had a bit of luck with Hootson and Alpine Edge, and this guy sort of he's just underneath them, or a fair way underneath them. So hopefully he can put a few wins together for him and get them back up there.
All right. Well, good luck to the Lucky Clover team there with Indian Dreamer. So they're the 5 runners stepping out over the weekend. You've already given us your Cox Plate tip.
Yep.
What have we got for a best bet on the local front?
I think they're pretty thin for best bets. I'm not saying they can't run well, and they're all like the 3 here first up. Opacities in that similar, so you've got to lean towards Boccariva as our best chance. Whether she's the best bet, she's certainly our best chance on the weekend. So
I'm hearing more each way. You're thinking
yes.
Each way best.
Well, yeah. If Chinny Boom doesn't run because of the track or whatever, she'll be right in the finish, I'm sure.
Okay, and speaking of best bets, he's not here to gloat about it, but Trent landed another one with Philly Special last week, so take note.
I thought Mimi Lagarde was very good, but she was my best bet, but just needed clear ground at the or get into clear running at a certain time. All of her wins, she's been sort of outside horses and with unimpeded runs. The other day we had to go back and ride her for a bit of luck, and she didn't quite get it. So. But she'll be improved off that now. She's coming on nicely, and she'll come into her own in the summer here. Stakes race for her here on the 10th of December, I think, and then on to Magic Man Day. So she'll be fine. But yeah, Trent's best bet. He's 2 in a row, I think. Yeah,
he's been in form of late.
He's going well.
Yeah. So back to Mimi past Mark, but now she'll have a little bit of a break.
We'll keep her ticking over.
Okay.
Because she's a 4-year-old mare and she does quite well, so we'll keep her ticking over, and get her ready for the stakes race here on I think it's the 10th of December.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well they're the runners.
Yep.
Stay dry. Have a good weekend, and good luck everyone.
Good luck, guys.